sorry.
Think y'all women first.
TOMEICKO Chronicles.
But really, y'all black first.
Always. Okay, so I don't know if you heard what Dino just said, but that's facts. I just been this morning, man. I wasn't even gonna do it live because you see, I'm in my robe, I'm all crusty-eyed and all that. But man, where do I start? I'm sorry. Let me start by wiping my mouth. How about that? Look, I have read some posts where women are saying stuff like, because of what Snoop said, they don't like black men. I'm reading brothers are saying black women are this and that and blah. And I'm just like, they did it again and we fell for it again, yo. Come on, man. Listen, the worst thing you could say about your male counterpart or your female counterpart is about you. We are reflections of each other. When y'all gonna recognize that? All right? We all basically cousins, give or take 10 or 20, 30 maybe, separations, you know what I mean? Only about 200,000 Africans was brought over here from the slave trade, y'all. The rest of us was already over here doing our thing. And this whole anti-black man, anti-black woman stuff, man, has got to go. And I'm so thankful for this bullshit that's going down right now because, man, the conversations I've been reading are powerful. Some are funny. Some are sad. Not sad like, oh, sad. Sad like, you stupid. Sad. Like you sad. Like my hair sad. Yeah, like I need my hair done. But you know what? I'm a teacher and I don't get paid till next week. And I can't get it done yet. But we digress. Thanks, babe. Anywho, I'm just tripping. Okay, first of all, I respect the conversations people are having. I respect that. Some of it's raw. And even though I said the thing about Snoop, I said, and I had known Snoop for years, man. It ain't like I'm just talking about some person I ain't never know or some shit. So I know where I don't know him anymore, but I can feel where he's coming from. He was really just pissed, man. You know, and that's his language. That's the language of South Central, too. You know what I mean? No, I ain't saying it's good or cool.
Dog face, bitch! But,
you know, I was raised in Chicago, but I grew up in L.A. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure in Chicago folks be talking that shit, too. And, you know, this is what I'm going to say. We have to love each other, man. We got to love each other past this shit. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're using GAYLE as a pawn.
Dog face, bitch.
The fact that they're using GAYLE as a pawn. Y'all better peep game. Y'all claiming this woke stuff and using that language. Nigga, use it. Like, think beyond what you see. Remember the old saying.
I'm woke as fuck, you dog face, bitch.
Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? Believe half of what you see.
Ow!
And none of what you hear. My husband was tripping this morning. But the point is, get beyond step 1 and step 2. Get beyond the checkers game. Get to the chess game and peep game. Like, I read this one sister did say, you know, ain't nobody like really banging on CBS like, yo, CBS, why y'all do that for? Because we already know. We mostly got
dog face bitches.
We mostly got upset because we look at GAYLE as our auntie, okay?
Dog face bitch.
And Oprah is like an OG, you know what
I mean?
Dog
face bitch.
So then for them to see me like disrespect, like Kobe represented black malehood to me, you know, not just about.
He did not.
For you, perhaps not. But for a lot of young men and young women, he was an inspiration, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of people. So the fact that this lady would go and say, like Lisa Leslie, man, much respect to that Nefertiti right there with her beautiful face. She had the best demeanor ever.
Let me tell you what the problem I got with Kobe, okay? The only problem I got with Kobe, because I don't know if he raped that girl or not. The only problem I got with Kobe is that he bought his wife I got a couple problems. He bought his wife a $2 million ring, right, after the allegations. Look, to me, that just seems like a guilty motherfucker. I'm not buying my wife a goddamn nothing for no $2 million nothing.
Listen, at that point in the game, you're not even making your own decisions. You going by what they tell you to do.
Okay, then that means he's a bitch.
That's PR.
Because I don't give a fuck how much money I got. I'm holding my nuts. And can't none of these motherfuckers tell me what the fuck to do. All right? None of you motherfuckers can tell me what the fuck to do.
He cheated on her. He was trying
to... He cheated... I'm not done talking.
He cheated on your wife.
Listen.
And it was...
That's a vacation. That ain't a $2 million ring. To me, it screamed guilty to me.
Oh,
okay? But listen, I don't really care. That's none of my business. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. I don't like that you bought her a ring. Then I don't like the situation with Shaq. Dude, no. This nigga, Shaq, got busted having sex on his wife or cheating on his wife or girlfriend or whatever. And Kobe said something about, well, Shaq do it. I don't know why y'all making a big deal of me.
I remember that.
Dude, are you serious, bro? Now listen, I'm going to tell you like this, because we on the topic. Dude, there's some dumb shit sitting here talking stupid about a dead man, right? Especially some rich white woman. Okay?
Who's the rich white woman?
GAYLE.
Oh.
You know?
Her status is white.
Dude, you and Oprah, neither one of y'all is, we ain't claimed y'all for years. So why is you talking shit about one of our heroes? You know, regardless that I thought that the nigga was a little funny acting at times, I loved Kobe. And I would never sit here and fucking talk stupid about him after all the fucking memories, great memories this man has given me. I don't give a fuck what you feel about Kobe. At this point, you should respect him and give him his accolades. That man ain't got nothing else to prove. That's right. He's gone. Okay, so regardless if we like Kobe or not, respect the man's legacy. That's right. You wasn't talking that shit when you and them white boys, GAYLE, was sitting there drinking beer, fucking on each other, watching his goddamn moves on the court. You wasn't talking shit then, so why is you talking shit about him now? That shit is dumb to me. So, yes, is there irritated things that we could all say about Kobe? Yes, but fuck them shits, you know? And I said the two little things that I have a problem with him, fucking buying your wife $1 million ring, $2 million ring, and talking shit about Shaq is shit that I can forgive. And at this point, I ain't gonna talk shit about those no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Did he rape this girl? Man, nobody fucking knows. But I tell you this, I doubt it. You see the little trailer trash ass bitch? Get the fuck out of here. This nigga did not have to motherfucking rape that girl. Mm-hmm. What does she have? 4 semens in her?
11 to 13. Y'all, they changing the history. They trying to say 1 or 2. No, it was 11 to 13. I remember.
Well, however many it was too many for her to be bitching and complaining.
She was bragging at a party.
You know what I mean?
That's why it got tossed out.
So, listen. I want to say this, and then I'm going to let my wife have her phone back. Speaking ill of the dead is stupid. You's a fucking coward. You gonna sit here and the whole time the nigga was alive, you ain't say shit. Same thing with Nipsey. You niggas is talking shit about Nipsey. You wouldn't have dared say shit about this nigga while he was alive. So why is you talking that shit when he's gone?
TMZ was the worst.
You's a bitch coward. And I ain't talking about a female dog. I'm talking about a motherfucker who ain't got no goddamn sense. You stupid. Okay? That's it. That's all I got to say. Anything else?
No, that was dope. It might pop up to you. What's up, family? So, yeah. But what I was, adding on, I hear my homegirls are like, why y'all like banging on GAYLE so hard? She was doing her journalistic job. Now, you heard another black female journalist actually explain that. When the one white lady came out.
What's wrong with you black women? You can't tell that there is a manhunt on black men right now, and y'all helping these motherfuckers do it. Every time one of you black motherfuckers open up your mouth and say something fucking ignorant about some dead man, you know what I'm saying? Period. black men who are trying to make a life better for black people, you have the nerve to fucking open your black ass mouth against these people. And that's stupid, nigga. You are playing their fucking game. You are the worst scum on the planet. I respect white people. I don't give a fuck how hard they are on us. I respect them because they ain't fucking lying to us, playing games and acting like little lying ass fucks. They tell us straight up, we coming to your neighborhood, we're taking it over. What are you going to do about it?
Or we're impeached, but we still making motherfucking executive decisions.
I have to respect that because they down for their race, and there is no doubt. But every time one of these white folk want to say something stupid about Negroes, there are Negroes who jump up and go, "You're right."
Terry Crews.
Listen, you gonna bring up Terry Crews?
Sorry.
Listen, let me tell you. As much as I respect Terry Crews, he alive. So I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Dude, you sounded like the biggest time in the world. I don't know if you are. I'm gonna just say you sounded like it. I ain't has no white folk treat me bad around here. Not me. That's what the fuck you sounded like, bro. I'ma just tell you. And the apology, who do you have around you, Terry? Because you're a rich nigga by now. You should have a team of motherfuckers telling you, hey, let's not talk shit about Gabriella with this in this situation here.
Right.
And since we're talking about Gabriella, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of you feminist motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you right now, fuck her, Gabrielle Union, for gender assigning her 3-4-year-old son a different gender than he was born with. Are you fucking nuts?
No, I said 12-year-old.
He's 12 now. He wasn't 12 when they started that shit. I don't know how old he was. He looked, the first time I seen him in a dress, he looked to be about 5 years old. So correct me, I don't give a fuck if he's 5 or 12. He's not 18. He's not grown. You motherfuckers want to say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that until you're grown. But you can motherfucking make your son a daughter at 12 years old, at 10 years old, at 8 years old. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? It's feminist bullshit. It really is. It's feminist bullshit.
Can I explain that? I'm a woman. I can say that.
Please.
Okay, as a woman, I'm going to say it because, you know, my husband, he could be sounding the alarm.
Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to motherfucking sugarcoat nothing.
I'm not either.
Motherfuckers been talking soft to y'all too goddamn long. The devil talk real soft. Hey, kid, you want some cookies? You know, fuck you, man. Understand, just because I'm yelling and screaming and cursing, that don't mean I ain't of God, you dumb motherfucker. You better understand the difference. Stop worrying about what a motherfucker say and how they act and fucking look into their soul and check the shit they do. Because that's what the fuck, hold on.
All right, African Americans don't stick together. If we stick together, we're a race that can't be defeated.
Word.
That's why they work hard to.
Word.
So that's what I'm saying. Look beyond what they. I mean, not beyond. Peep game is what I'm saying. That's some divisive shit. So now we got GAYLE representing the black women, and we got SNOOP representing the black man, and that's some bull. That's just one piece of it. That's one dimension.
I love Snoop. I love
Snoop too.
And he can't represent me. GAYLE can't nobody represent me, man. All black motherfuckers don't feel the same.
Teach. That's all I'm saying. It's more complex. It's more complex. You know, that's what I'm saying. GAYLE says, hey, they just showed a little clip of the shit I was about to... I don't know if y'all seen that clip, but it was the way she was pandering Lisa was fucked up. And Lisa was dope. But anyway, moving on. And Snoop, I thought, my heart palpitated because I felt him. I felt Snoop on that. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like we always got to think, ultimately, name calling is not cool. Like Neely Fuller has a great book called The Code where he talks about you're either racist or you're counter-racist, and name calling is part of that. And we got to get rid of that too.
So name me one black hero that died and didn't get called a foul-ass fucking name. I'll wait. Because it ain't fucking happening. I don't give a fuck who they Martin. Luther King, X, Kobe, the list goes on.
Many.
Ain't not one of our heroes have not been tarnished by propaganda. And who moves the propaganda the most? Black people. You know, all it takes is some rich white person to stand up and say something, and y'all believe it, and y'all gonna run with it. It don't matter what they say. It's okay. You can dress your son, your 12-year-old son, in a dress. It's okay. Really? I could go down the list, down the line.
Can I add on that? So, yeah, I think it's like this, because I've seen this through the years. People be against it because it's weird. Don't act like it's not weird. Y'all trying to act like it's not weird.
What?
Now. But
What's not weird?
dressing your kid in the opposite clothes.
You don't think it's weird because it's socially acceptable, but that don't mean it's of God,
right,
stupid.
Right. It's institutionalized. Like the schools. Like, do y'all remember in LA?
But you feminists don't say shit about that. Y'all don't have a problem with that.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, like in LA in June, they had Gay Pride Month. But that's not even about that. Like, that was only on certain parts of town, though. Like, I was a sub teacher, and I remember that only in the south central part of town was they doing that. I worked in other parts of LA, and they wasn't doing that. And that was between, like, 1999, 2004. So they've definitely had an agenda for a while. And
can I say one last thing? I'm gonna say one last thing, and then I'm gonna go. And I gotta do shit today. There is no more hunted animal than the black man. And I'm not trying to downplay what other people are going through. I'm not trying to downplay the black woman's position because I understand it to be fucked up as well. And I'm not trying to take light away from y'all's struggle. But if I was to hold up and measure, right, I will tell you that ain't nobody being fucked with as much as the black man. All right? I'm sorry to say it, but we need to be protected by our black women. Y'all need to stand up and say, fuck you, Gayle. Not, oh, she was just doing her job as a journalist. No, she wasn't. Pay fucking attention, man. Stop being their agent and wake the fuck up and stop motherfucking playing the game with them. Y'all stupid, man. You know what I mean? It's dumb. You know why? Because y'all doing it for money that ain't even fucking real. It ain't even real. It's made up paper. It's just paper. It's just ink on fucking paper. They ain't even got nothing backing it. It's not real. So why are we sitting here fucking talking crazy about each other for money? Why are we doing stupid shit to each other for money? Why are you motherfucking being their devil puppet for money? Right? It's stupid, bruh. Cut it out, man. Stop talking shit about your heroes. Stop bringing down your fucking neighbor. Stop talking shit about your sister. Stop acting fucking villainous against your brother. Y'all crazy as hell, man.
I can't just leave it there. And that said, after I've just seen a girl acting like she was giving fellatio
for $5
for some gloved. What was that glove? My point is this. I did a song called Video Ho. I hope y'all check it out, where I talk about
this beautiful black girl got on social media and said, I'll suck your for $5 if I like you. Bitch, what's your problem?
She's not being protected and men are eating the weak. So that's where I was going with it. So now they want to smack on us and tell us what we got to fix. So I'm saying it goes both ways all the time. We're each other's natural mate. I was watching this thing.
Here's the problem. Let me explain myself. Look,
here.
I can really only look through the eyes of these two eyes. I'm a male. I don't really know what the heck y'all women be thinking about. And I'm not saying that's a bad fucking thing. But when you hear me speak, I'm speaking from my male perception. So don't get upset at me, ladies, and frustrated at me because I'm not speaking on your behalf. I really can't. It's not my job. You know whose job it is to speak on your behalf?
And then they call us feminists. No, I'm joking. No,
You was talking shit about feminists yesterday.
Yeah, I don't like feminists. I'm not a feminist. Black women are not in a position to be feminists.
This is who you women need to talk to.
We're womanists because we have rights and we should not be called bitch. Like
okay,
it's
I'm
normal.
sorry. I'm sorry.
But
I was just a little upset. I'm sorry.
So but we were watching this World Star video with this girl, and she was like really proud.
Gaining a lot of weight back here.
We proud of sucking this pink. What was it?
$5.
It wasn't that one. It's the
Oh, it
other
was
one.
another one?
The girl that was going and then the guy pushed it in her mouth more. What was that?
Yeah. I don't know. Some girl
Popsicle
was. No, she was giving fellatio to a dildo on a stick.
A dildo on a stick. So my point is, brothers, when y'all talk about what we gotta fix.
Yeah, you're right. She was opening her mouth, but there was some Negro shoving it in her throat, right?
Right.
Okay, you're right.
It takes two, baby.
You're right.
It takes
You're
two.
right.
We like to like not, recognize us as reflections of each other, but we really are. And that was my point. So if Gayle is fucking up and Oprah's fucking up.
Gayle and Oprah looked like they was fucking Weinstein.
Yeah, I seen the pictures.
That's how it looked like.
They was extra.
Right. What? Oprah had her hand on Donald's chest or some shit. Gayle was all
like
close and shit.
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like they fucking.
Well, you know what? But shouldn't we hold women accountable? Of course, and that's what we're saying. We're saying can I speak? Okay, I'm probably gonna get smacked up verbally for this on the internet. I'm gonna say
whisper it in my ear and let me say it.
No,
I'm used to being smacked up.
You've already said it. Well, what I'm saying is, it's a personality character thing to me, because just as much as brothers can talk about sisters and sisters can talk about brothers need to check other brothers. Like when my ex cheated on me, his friends knew. And they didn't tell me, and I thought we were all friends. And what is that? And then sisters, like for example,
okay. But what is this though? What is this? So, my wife will have complaints about me, and her friends will give me all type of motherfucking information on how to treat my wife and make her feel very comfortable being my wife. But if I have a complaint about her, you bitches don't say nothing.
Who's the bitches? Yes, they do.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, women in general don't want to correct other women.
My friends
I don't see it.
I get corrected by my friends all the time. If they're friends, they're correcting me if I'm wrong.
I don't see it. Well, y'all don't correct in front of us. We would like to know that y'all correcting women. Like instead of her friend correcting me in front of her, then she'll go and try to correct her in private. And I don't know nothing about. I ain't never heard none of your friends correct you.
Sister Aisha corrects me. Kanisha corrects me. Do I need to name my friends?
I need to know.
My girl, she correct both of us. What's the one? Shanti in Atlanta. What's up, Shanti? Righteousness is always right. So if I'm not right, if they think that I did something or said something, they'll tell me. They tell me all the time.
Okay, so we're not, of course we're not talking about every person, but I'm just saying, listen, if you women have good things to tell me about how to keep my relationship in order, please do not miss giving those same or other inspirational ideas to my wife. I don't see that. I don't see the correction. I don't see it. And it would be very
balanced,
healthy for me and all men mentally if we knew there were other women out there correcting these foul-ass women.
I get corrected.
You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm sorry for the B word. Let me take it back. I don't really mean it. I don't mean it. I don't mean it.
No problem with you.
I don't mean it. I just say things for a shock value. I mean, I'm a rapper. Come on, give me a break.
I know, right? That's the whole point. That goes into another thing.
Is that Gibson?
I do correct my friends.
Is that a male or a woman though?
That's my cousin.
It's girl or boy?
That's my cousin Vanessa.
Okay. So.
Hi, Vanessa.
Somebody said, why do women not correct other women who are openly using men? Dude.
Ooh, I do. Okay, first of all, I don't even have those type of women around me. You know what? That's kind of true. We don't. We just back away. That's what it is. Like, women tend to back away. Like, we don't just be... Because women don't be trying to hear you.
Later.
Hold up, let
Dog
me
face
say.
bitch.
You gotta get you on camera saying that shit.
Later, I gotta go take a shower, you dog face bitch.
He is just my husband, I swear to God. But you know what? He keeps me entertained. All right, so this is where I'm going with it. It's a waste of time. Hi, y'all. It's morning. You know, I always do, whatever. It's a waste of time. Like, this is what I've learned. I've learned that we are entertaining. We as black people. So look, I've learned that from my Latino friends, a lot of the same stuff be going on in their house. Did you know Asian men beat their women and their kids? You wouldn't know that though, because they don't be on like Maury and Jerry and doing all that. But they do. They do. They do a lot. People do globally a lot of the same stuff. But black people catch the rap. And that's because we go on these shows and we go on the internet and we tell our business. It wouldn't be balanced, healthy. It's all good. Salute.
Y'all stay in y'all room right quick.
But I just wanted to say it's a waste of time doing the whole black women are this and black men are that and all that. What it boils down to is this book right here. Oh, yeah, it's backwards. It says the United Independent Compensatory Code System Concept, and it basically talks about how this system is set up and it affects all areas of people activity. And I wrote some notes, and I just wanted to say that right quick. So you won't be duped into just believing everything you see on the news and everything you see on TV and everything you see in the media. You know, I saw Oprah do her little defend her homegirl thing, and, you know, she didn't mention Snoop name. She didn't say, Snoop said that. She just was like, and Bill Cosby text from the jail. You know, she went way over there talking about Bill. Bill, I don't know. He is like 82, but if you read what he allegedly wrote, I don't know. It didn't sound like Bill, but you know, it could have. I don't know Bill. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Bill Cosby. Let me see. Let me find this real quick because I don't want to hold y'all up. But basically, your whole life is about promoting justice. It should be, okay? Your whole life should be about promoting justice, you know, and being righteous, you know, being righteous with yourself. And being righteous with yourself will help you be righteous to others, right? Right. So there's either racism or counter racism. That's all it is. You know, you either doing actions that are pro this system like that or not. It's that simple. It's not complicated. You know, and that goes in with how we all communicate with each other too. You know what I mean? And a lot of us have been trained. I'm still looking for this information. That's why I'm kind of fumbling around here. But I have songs that talk about all this. My album Vows, Victims of White Supremacy, talks about that. You can get a free album on SoundClick. I'm not trying to promote myself like that. I'm just saying soundclick.com/Watts1965. And on number 14 is called The Code. And I talk about that. And the reason I'm bringing up the code, oh, here we go, is, you know, racism, white supremacy is in all areas of people activity. So you shouldn't be surprised when you see it pop up in the media or entertainment. That's the number one place we see it. But it's also in economics, like how we use our time, education, because the system itself is based on their thought of what's best and what's better. Entertainment, which we all know. Labor, like if you're in the workforce, you deal with it every day. Law, you know, the laws ain't based on justice, you know. Politics, we already know that's a game. I think it's also sex and war. It's in all areas of people activity. Now, I like using this book, The Code, by Neely Fuller. It's definitely a life-changing book. Like when they talk about how white supremacy affects even our sex life, they talk about how, like, when we're in a room with, like, if you're in a room with a man or a woman and y'all are like romantic or whatever, Neely Fuller would say, if you're doing that, you should either be building on information like learning together or having sex. Because he says if you stay in each other's presence too long, you're going to end up arguing because of the way the system is set up. Like we're oppressed, we're stressed out. You know what I mean? There's a great book, another book. Do I have it over here? I think I do. I used to have a lot of books, but you know, you move around a lot, you don't have them. Nutricide, another book. Dr. Laila Africa builds on. Let me see if I can show you the cover this way. Nutricide by Dr. Laila Africa. I had the opportunity to meet him. I'm so thankful for that. But basically, he talks about how your diet can kill you. You know, y'all should know that at this point. Like the shit y'all eat, we eat. I'm guilty of it too sometimes. Oh, look at this. Exactly what I was about to talk about. Talking can make you sick. Conversations with supposedly nice. Well, I'm not going to go that deep because I do have a job and I don't want to get fired. But let me put it like this. Basically, the way people talk to you can make you sick. Like if you're in a work environment and the people talk to you in condescending ways, like I deal with stuff on my job, man. It's not even funny, but it's funny because I see it because I've studied so many years. Here's an example. I'm going to go on and tell it. I don't really care. I mean, I like my job, but I'm going to just go on and tell it. The number one person that's giving me a problem on my job is not my white principal. It's the black, I'm not going to use that language, woman. And she's not my boss. And she works with me, but she's highly disrespectful and rude every day to me and others. And I tried to be cool the first 3 weeks of school and just, yeah. But I noticed she was about to make that a habit. You know, because I am nice and I talk or whatever, people tend to think, oh, she must be a pushover. No, they always find out I'm not. I'm not a pushover. I am nice. I choose to be nice. And I always tell my students that. I choose to be nice. I choose that. You know what I mean? But don't ever take kindness for weakness. And people tend to do that. And that's whack. But anyway, lady at the job, right? She's basically a bully. She's a bully.
She is a bully. Not basically.
Hi. And one time, you know, I'm not playing mind games, but basically I learned this from a previous ex. He always used to say, whatever somebody gives you, give it right back to them. You know, don't bring that energy home. Like, so example, if you got a boss that's annoying or somebody obnoxious, a lot of times we bring that energy home and we treat our family crappy. We yell at our mate. We argue with the kids. We do stuff because we're stressed out. My ex would say, no, give that motherfucker, give it to who gave it to you. That's the phrase. Give it to who gave it to you. Okay. So basically the lady was being a bitch. She was. I'm using that language intentionally. And so I'm not aggressive like that, but I get you mentally. So what happened was we work with kids with autism. She works with pre-K. I work with 3rd through 5th. We all get our kids off the bus together. There's other special ed teachers. She's rude to them too. But I don't play that though. Like I don't play that. So what happened was she was rude and she fronted me in front of a bunch of other teachers. And I was like, okay. So the next week, I think I already told this story before. She got this little screaming kid and I was just trying to tell her, hey, you know, I've learned about some tactile or some kinesthetic stuff. You might want to touch or tell him it's going to be okay or whatever. And she didn't like that. She was just like acting real loud. She really misrepresents black women is what I would say. You barking up the wrong tree. And she started acting like she wanted to fight at the job in front of other people, right? And I didn't yell back at first. But what I did yell was just stop talking to me. You're disrespectful and rude. Just stop talking to me. That's all I said. Name calling. That was the whole point of this whole thing I'm saying. Name calling is one of the main things we got to stop doing. Okay, there's a whole list Neely Fully talked about. Stop name calling one another. Stop gossiping about each other. I got a whole song that talks about it. And it's called The Code. But name calling is the number one thing. And that's because that's not African at all. Like in Africa, we wasn't like, you. Now, okay, now on the flip though, roasting is very African. Like, you know how we roast each other? Like roasting, clowning, the dozens, that's part of Black American culture, period. You know what I mean? You big strawberry apple head, you know, that's part of the culture. But disrespectfully name calling each other, that's not part of our, that's not justice. That's not promoting justice, you know? And yeah, we were all really emotional and upset or whatever about, you know, the gall of this lady talking to Lisa Leslie in that way. You know, but then again, you know, sometimes you gotta say and do what you gotta say and do for shock value. Maybe it'll shake some people up to stop acting some types of ways. You know what I mean? I know this one brother, Musa Bakir, that I was on Facebook with. He was saying like the Elijah Muhammad, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, used to say sometimes you gotta shock value people because they won't get out of their zombie-like state. You know what I mean? Sometimes you do gotta bring things kind of harshly so people will get it. But see, I speak on the historical context where, and I used to, I heard a kid when I was teaching middle school, he called this girl the B word, a bitch, in the hallways. And I was like, yo, I had the entire class sit down and I wrote the word with this, not the actual word. Actually, I might have, knowing me, shock value. But I explained where the hell that word came, like in our lexicon, where it comes from. Like, why do you think you call black women bitches, right? And the kid was like, oh no, rap song, whatever, right? But first I was like, a bitch is a female dog. Do you even know that? Like, you calling a black woman a female fucking dog. Do you know that? And he was like, I wasn't really meaning that. I was just saying her attitude. Okay. So when you call a woman a bitch, it comes from wench, okay? Bitch, wench, from slavery. Like when they used to just use the black woman any old kind of way. You know what I'm saying? For babies, for nursing, like black women would breastfeed other women's babies and have to put her baby to the side to feed other people's babies, And so they treated us like human cattle. You know what I mean? So yeah, wench, bitch, they used to use that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why black women have such an issue with that word. Women, period, but especially black women. Like me personally, I had heard that black women had an issue with the word bitch, but having not ever had been called a bitch, I didn't really understand it. I didn't have that experience. I just heard people use that language. But then 2 baby daddies later, I've been called a bitch. See? And so when I first was called a bitch, yes. Yeah, your father actually called me a bitch. He was the first person in my whole life to call me a bitch at 37 years old. I had never been called that my whole life until I was 37. And when it was said, I laughed because I couldn't believe it. He's like, bitch. I was like, oh, I'm going through that experience that I've heard about. I'm being called a bitch. Wow. I didn't even. Then he also called me a fussy hole. And I didn't know what the hell that was either. I was like, coming from Hollywood High, I was like, you mean Bob Fosse, the dancer? Bob Fosse? And maybe that is it, but I don't know. But that was my first time, and I was just like, wow. And it made me laugh, but then it made me sad. It made me sad because I was like, damn, this dude actually wanted to name call me. It's terrible. Terrible. And then I go and marry a rapper that has and does use that word and has used that once on me a couple times, and he apologized because that ain't right. Can I get a cookie? A cookie? I'm about to bake something. But that's part of also learning and growing because he didn't know who he married. You feel me? Like he ain't really know. Now he know. See what I'm saying? He didn't know. Oh my God! I just said I'm about to bake you something. Go ahead. Go ahead. Wait, what are they? Exactly. Let me go bake something. Get some strawberries. Okay, I'm back. I'm live, son. Gee, willikers. Okay, cursing is supposed to be something you get rid of. Although I do understand that. I do understand why people curse, and I just cursed in this thing. So obviously I haven't mastered any of that. But the bitch thing, yeah, I guess it's necessary because the behaviors are bitch. But if you can't use fag, you shouldn't be able to use bitch. Like if you can't use fag, because fag is not a homosexual word. It's just it's supposed to be a behavior, right? Right?
I remember it was fat. You just know it's being fat.
No, never meant fat. Keep moving. But fag is a cigarette also in England. I don't even know if they use that anymore. But whatever. Point is, do y'all have anything else to say? Because I think I'm about to get off of here. And I think my point was just to say, sometimes we say things in anger, and we still gonna win. We still gonna win, period. Whatever that means to you, we still gonna win. And that's the thing that keeps me sane. Because even though there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out here, we still gonna be all right. We gonna be more than all right. We're gonna be great. And hi people. I'm starting to see who's talking on here. Wow. Okay. All I would say is just promote justice, live your life in a just way, and that's it. If y'all ain't got nothing else to say, I'm about to bounce for now. Peace.
Yeah, it's so 10 supreme. Yeah, on a